How you do?
Who, me?
Yeah, are you looking for a great place to retire, exotic location, new culture, friendly people? And oh yeah, English is one of their main languages.
Yeah,
Do you know where?
sign me up. Where's it at? It's the Philippines. In today's video, we're going to talk about my visa with the Philippines and the PRA and the type of visa I use. The PRA, which is the governing body of this visa, is the Philippine Retirement Authority. And the visa, the one I use, is the Special Resident Retirees Visa, and it's geared towards retired military. Yeah, there is so many other visas available for you if you're wanting to become a resident here in the Philippines, but today we're just speaking about this one because it's the one that affects me and I know better. So here we go. The SRRV Courtesy Visa is for retired military. And so if you've got a DD 214, honorable discharge from the military, here you go. I've seen other visas that require a significant amount of money to deposit here in the Philippines so that you could become a resident. And like I said, this one, the courtesy one, is $1,500 out of pocket. $1,500 is what I paid for my basically security deposit, I guess, is one way of looking at it. You put it in a bank here, and basically it stays there. And then if you decide you want to move back to the States or another country and live there, then you go through a process and you get a refund. I was able to talk with the head of the office here, Miss Scarlett LaChica. She is the head of the Central Luzon satellite office of the PRA. It's here in Angeles, and I will let her explain the program.
Hi, I'm Scarlett Chica, the head of PRA Clark Subic Central Luzon Satellite Office. I'm with the authority for 23 years now, and I am happy to share with you what Philippine Retirement Authority is all about. The Philippine Retirement Authority is a government owned and controlled corporation under the Department of Tourism. We are promoting the Special Resident Retirees Visa, which is a special non-immigrant visa issued by the Bureau of Immigration through our authority, the Philippine Retirement Authority. This special resident retirees visa allows the foreign nationals, for even former Filipino citizen, to live, retire, and invest in the Philippines. As requested, I will focus on the courtesy expanded visa for retired U.S. military. This is one of the best visas issued by the Philippine government. It's a great deal for you, especially for those who served in the military, for as long as they will be able to present to us honorable discharge from the military service or their DD 214 form, which must be apostilled by their Department of State from US, of course, or they can have it consularized or authenticated by their embassy here in the Philippines. So that will be the major requirement in getting the expanded courtesy visa for the retired US military. The rest of the requirements are just very easy to comply. The good news is we are now accepting applications for those 40 years old and above. Because before it's just 50 years old above, but now we accept age 40 years old, from 40 years old. Okay, so SRRV courtesy for foreign nationals. We accept, as mentioned, 40 years old and above. So the required bond for those who are pensioners will be 3,000 US dollars. Then for non-pensioners will be 6,000 US dollars. That's the bond for 40 to 49 years old. Then for those 50 years old and above, the bond will be down to 1,500 US dollars. Okay. The cost, of course, that deposit should be deposited in one of our accredited listed banks. Right now, the banks that serves all branches are Bank of Commerce, Union Bank, and PNB. But for whatever reason, because of the efficiency of Bank of Commerce, most of our veterans choose Bank of Commerce. We have Bank of Commerce in Balibago, Bank of Commerce in Clark, and Bank of Commerce within Angeles area, or Bank of Commerce within the area of choice. Okay, so that's the bond that you are actually asking. So what we just need from the applicant is a bank certificate. So that bank certificate will be issued by the accredited bank. But before they get the bank certificate, they have to request from our office a bank letter of introduction. That bank letter of introduction is usually processed by our office through our central finance department. Within like 2 to 3 weeks, it will be out. Then we will inform the client. And from there, they will bring it to the bank and follow the instructions and the requirements of the bank for them to open an account. And through that bank account that they will be given to them, they may transfer the funds from abroad to the Philippines and generate the necessary bank certificate needed for this application. Are required to renew the ID card at least 1 year or maximum of 2 years. So that will be explained during the OTK. Going back to the application, but because what I just mentioned earlier is just the bank certification, that's just one of the major requirements. The rest of the requirements, let me enumerate. Okay, of course, they need application form duly filled out, signed. They also have to submit medical certificate, which is valid not more than 6 months. So it should be valid within 6 months, 6 month period. A police clearance from abroad, which is 6 months also validity. NBI clearance, National Bureau of Investigation clearance, which is usually valid for 1 year. Then the photos, they have to prepare 12 pieces photos. Then the bank certificate that I've mentioned, either 3,000 US dollars if they are pensioners, 6,000 US dollars if non-pensioner, and for those 50 years old and above, 1,500 US dollars. Then the application fee. Actually, right now we have a new requirement, which is the Bureau of Immigration Clearance Certificate, which is usually secured from the Bureau of Immigration in Manila. And of course, the application fee amounting to 1,500 US dollars. Then the yearly fee is, or the annual PRA fee amounts to 100 US dollars. So on your first payment, um, you have to prepare 1,600 US dollars under the SRRV Courtesy visa application. We want also to share the benefits of having this SRV. As mentioned, the main benefit is the permanent residency status, but there are also side benefits that may or may not be applicable to the holder of the visa. Like, for example, they are exempted from customs duties and taxes if they would like to bring in their personal effects from abroad to the Philippines. 7,000 US dollars worth of tax exemption can be availed within 90 days from the issuance of SRR visa. And also, travel tax exemption. If they will be traveling in and out of the Philippines, they are exempted from paying the travel tax. And also, they are exempted from tax if they will be sending or bringing in their pensions and annuities. And if they will be working in the Philippines, they are they have to get a separate work permit from the Department of Labor. And if their children will be studying in one of our international schools in the Philippines, they are exempted from getting student visas or study permits. If they will be holder of the visa, they will be getting our regular or quarterly PRA newsletter for free. And also, they can avail of the discounts and privileges from PRA accredited merchant partners, which is found in our website and also in our newsletters clip. They can get discounts from our merchant partners. And also, they can get PhilHealth, Philippine Health Insurance, and they will be discounted of less 2,000 pesos if they will be applying. But they have to get PhilHealth ahead because if they will be applying PhilHealth during hospitalization, they cannot avail of the benefits. That's why we encourage if once you get the SRR visa, they can go ahead and get PhilHealth or Philippine Health Insurance so they can avail of the discount and use the Philippine Health Insurance during confinement. And also, we have two major activities. One in July, our expats United Nations Day every July because every July is our anniversary celebration, PRA anniversary. Every year end, we have this Yuletide Thanksgiving celebration, either November or December. So we encourage our SRRV holders to take part and enjoy the benefits and the programs, activities that we prepare for them. Of course, we would like to invite more veterans, retirees, investors to come and enjoy the Philippines. And we assure you that we will guide you with the process in getting the special resident retirees visa. Want you to experience a seamless process, a pre-processing guidance in order for you to get permanent residency status in few months. Please check the link below and rest assured that we will guide you.
Miss Scarlett and her crew have just been awesome as a resource for an expat coming here to live to become a resident. They know the process, it's their job, and they don't charge any money. It's a government sponsored entity, I guess. And they have taken me to different offices for clearances or background checks, different things like that. And they work with many people from all over the world right here in Angeles City. The process itself is good for years. The only thing you have to do is renew your ID card every year or 2 years. I think I got in a different program because I just renewed mine for 2 years and it was only $20. And so that's a pretty good deal. But I think the program that's going on now maybe is $100 per year, which is still to me is cheaper in the long run than some of the other programs I've seen out there. But you can research it and see what works best for you. Yeah, working with the PRA here to get my resident visa has been a tremendous success. They've been very accommodating. They do speak English here. That helps so much. They've had just in the last year, they've had two parties. I mean, these are big parties. It's people from all over Luzon and maybe further out, I don't know, come in for these parties, and they had a band, they had food, they had door prizes. I won a door prize. Yes, I did. So that was pretty cool. But they promote the communication and networking with other expats, your local communities, and businesses. I mean, they put a lot of stuff out there that you can take advantage of and use, and make your life even better here in the Philippines. Now, here are just a few glimpses of this past year through my eyes here around the Angeles City area. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, to wrap it up, I really like the Philippines. The people are just so friendly, beautiful people. Uh, Always have a smile on their face, and there's also people here from all over the world. It's truly like the United States, a melting pot, and it's an interesting day sometimes when you go out because you never know who you're going to meet or where they're from. Even at the party, one of the parties I went to with the PRA. There was a guy and his wife from England. I got to sit with them, discuss what they thought of the transition from England to the Philippines. Uh, is really interesting, and they're a very cool couple. So yeah, check out the links in the description below, and hopefully, if you have any questions, you can reach out to the PRA, and they can answer your questions. Thank you so much for all the likes, comments, and subscribing. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.